Welcome to Off-Grid Victory. So today I wanted to talk to you about some of the propane systems that I have here on the land. And one of the things that we did early on when we moved off-grid is we needed a heating source, right? Because we live in the Ozarks and it's temperate, but it does get pretty cold once in a while. So we used the Mr. Buddy propane heating systems. Now they have different variations of it. We particularly have here shown two variants of that. It's a Big Buddy and Portable Buddy. And so I wanted to go through that today. And I don't know if this is the Mandela effect or otherwise, but I thought the little guy was called the Little Buddy, but at any rate, you know, is it real? Is it unreal? I don't know. Here it's funny because it says Portable Tough Buddy, right? Tough Buddy. And then here it just says Portable Buddy. At any rate, let's go on with the actual review and the uses. So propane's a good fuel source for off-grid. Ultimately, you know, we moved on to a wood stove and wood heat because that's sustainable, because propane's not. But it's one of the few fuels that store very well long term and really is recommended for off-grid living, and something that's readily available. And you've seen in my other videos, I have a 500 pound tank that I also store all these things in, the propane. So in terms of the Portable Buddy and the Big Buddy systems, the Portable Buddy here can run off of two things. It can run off of the normal 1 pound canisters, and you'll see here it's there's a female fitting here, male thread here, and it goes in. The Big Buddy, this system right here is what it looks like underneath that. It's exactly the same. Now the Little Buddy gives off a decent amount of heat, but sometimes you want more, and so yeah, you go to the Big Buddy and you get two ceramic plates and you put off a lot more heat. This also can be used with two 1 pound canisters. And the nice thing about the little Mr. Heaters is that you can also use it with a regulated hose or an unregulated hose connected to a 20 pound tank. And let me show you that next. I don't have the unregulated one with me, but I have the regulated one, which has the quick disconnect. So this is the regulated hose. And right here, that's the quick disconnect system right there. You just pull that down and it comes off. And so that's the nice thing about both of these units. Now, like I said, you could run a 20 pound barbecue canister like this on your Portable Buddy by just putting a unregulated hose that has the male fitting that'll insert into that. That'll work as well. And unfortunately, I don't have it here to show you, but I have one on my other camping stoves. At any rate, in terms of operations, the Portable Buddy, the little guy here, you just turn it to the pilot position here, and then you just crank down on it. Let me see if I can hear that. All right. Well, of course, it doesn't want to start when it's windy, and of course it's on camera, right? But anyway, that's how you do it. You just turn the knob to the pilot position, you push down, and it ignites. The Big Buddy is a little bit different. You turn the knob, you depress down, and you hold it down, and then you turn it, and it makes that click sound, and that's the pilot light going on. Once again, it doesn't want to play with me today. Anyway, you guys get the picture. So that's how you start it, and then after about 30 seconds, you put it into the position you want: low, medium, high. In this case, just low and high on the little Portable Buddy system. So the other main difference in the Big Buddy and the Portable Buddy is that the Big Buddy, you can put some D batteries and blow out, because there's a fan in here that'll project the heat out to you. And so yeah, the Big Buddy has that thing going for it. And of course the ability to put 2 of these 1-pound tanks, it has that going for it. But the Little Buddy is definitely the portable buddy. The portable buddy is a lot lighter to use, and I would recommend that for just a small space, like let's say a trailer or a very small cabin. This bigger guy really does throw up a lot of heat, so I would not recommend that Big Buddy heater if you're in an RV or a car scenario. I would recommend the portable buddy or the Tough Buddy, as you can see there. And so yeah, you can use this indoor and outdoor. If you're using it outdoor, just make sure that you're away from wind like you're hearing now. So it has a hard time starting in the wind, and sometimes the flames blow out and the pilot light stays on, or the whole thing can blow out. So you got to be careful in the wind. You can also operate this indoors because it does have a carbon monoxide sensor built into it. So yeah, it'll theoretically stop if you run out of oxygen. It also has this tip feature, so if it tips over like that, it'll stop working. And so yeah, I mean, it's a good little system. Over the years it has kind of evolved though. They've gotten a little bit cheesier with the metal. This was the old Big Buddy heater. See, it's a lot more beefier than the newer type, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, you're not going to be sticking your fingers in there to get it toasty warm. The other thing I wanted to recommend is this guy here too. It's a 1 pound, 20 pound adapter, and so you can refill your little jugs with this guy. And another thing that's kind of handy is if you have something that'll give you a spark for your pilot, because sometimes it won't want to start very well, so that also helps too. Something flexible like that you can just go in there and ignite. So that's something to think about too when you get this system, because I don't know how many pilot clicks are on this, but sometimes it's a little finicky. Sometimes there's you'll get corrosion and it won't want to spark up. But I would definitely recommend this, and it's not a great thing for long term because propane obviously does not work as well as wood heat. It also throws off moisture, which in a confined space could create some issues. I've known some people who have lived off grid who used propane exclusively and got some black mold in their space just because it doesn't dry out like wood heat. So barring that, propane could be used for heat off grid fairly well, but I would definitely recommend going to wood. But definitely have something like these Mr. Heater systems available to you just in case. Alrighty, shalom.